Hey guys, this is Obi.
Hey y'all, this is Marques.
Hey, this is Ty.
This is Adeola, and you're watching The REALCAP.
Today, we're discussing the season 4 finale of Insecure.
So much to say.
The season opens up with Lawrence letting Issa know that he got the job in San Francisco.
Issa girl, LA to San Fran, not a big deal. That's like going from Harlem to Brooklyn, y'all.
If you find someone and you're willing to fight for them and they're willing to fight for you, distance should not play a factor at all. Move, make that shit happen.
Issa barely has the capacity to take her clothes long term without returning them, so I definitely don't think she has the capacity for a long distance relationship.
We're kicking it with Molly and Asian Bae. Why do I like saying Asian Bae so much?
Andrew joins Molly at the Bar Association party.
Molly's in her element. She's kicking it with her colleagues.
I'm an attorney, I know how these things are.
And she wants to obviously keep hanging out.
Asian Bae's not with it, but Molly convinces him and he concedes.
Look, when you're in a relationship, you have to do things to support your partner in different ways.
Asian Bae is doing all the right things. He's compromising, he's present.
Back from the Bar Association party, Andrew finally expresses that he's being the most accommodating and Molly just isn't.
And honestly, it's about goddamn time.
Molly is demanding, she's controlling, she's a narcissist.
Somebody had to check her.
I actually think Andrew's in the wrong here. If Andrew doesn't want to do something, he should say so.
When you keep arguing over the same things over and over and over again, why are we doing this?
Everyone's at Tiffany's house because she is missing.
Everyone's now looking for her. They go to the movie theater. They go to the margarita bar, the Mexican place.
Amazing friends. Like, they stopped every single thing that they were doing to track her down.
This is a classic example of people putting aside their differences for a greater cause.
They finally figure out where Tiffany is. They decide to take the bus to get there.
There's an altercation on the bus and the bus driver calls the police.
What the bus driver was expecting the police officers to do, I'm not exactly sure.
Clearly, he has no idea what's going on with Black Lives Matter. We don't call the police on black people, right? They could have all been killed.
When he put his hand towards his gun, Molly had to flex and say, guess what? I'm a lawyer. You might not want to do that.
Bro was like, not today.
They didn't want that smoke. They saw the video cameras were gonna be ready. I'm glad they just said, you know what? Everybody just go about your day.
And that's what we need. We need police that can show up and be like, it ain't that serious. Actually, we need another organization that does not show up with guns, that doesn't show up with tasers, right? That defuses situations. Defund the police.
They finally find Tiffany at the Sheraton, and it's very clear that she is suffering from postpartum depression.
We are having a show that is focused on Black relationships and characters actually bring forward something that we just don't talk about in the Black community.
Black communities face mental health challenges that we do not discuss and they get swept under the rug.
You wouldn't expect a character like Tiffany, who is just so selfish, so bougie, and really all about herself, to almost be the epicenter of the moment that brings the entire cast together.
It's just like a powerful moment of Black love, of Black friendship, right? Like, her friends are there, her husband's there, right? And she's having this breakdown. I appreciate that moment of vulnerability.
Now we're with Nathan and Issa as he's showing her his new barbershop.
And then he apologizes for some of the comments that he made about Lawrence. So this season, my boy came through. He really, was more transparent, more honest, more present.
I don't know about this guy. First he ghosts, then he comes back with no real intention or anything. And then she tells him that she is back with her ex, and now he's all extra helpful and ready to be here for her. Not buying it.
Molly and Andrew have a discussion around their relationship.
And this bruh is done. And he's just kind of like, look, we have not been on the same page for a while, and you're too difficult, girl.
Now, Molly really wants to make it work. She's trying to figure out everything that's happening.
It's a little too late, I'm sorry to say. Andrew's just kind of like, what are you fighting for? And she can't answer that.
Molly is really fighting for an idea.
This relationship is not going to work because Andrew does not speak up for himself.
Molly and Andrew need to be over. Look, if you have to go to therapy so early on in the relationship, if you have to ask the same questions around like, what are we doing here? It's over.
We are getting to the end of this episode, and Lawrence comes over to tell Issa that Condola is pregnant.
Condola. Girl, you are just fucking everything up.
Lawrence, bruh, really? Your pull-out game is struggling.
And guess what? She's keeping the baby.
Condola lets Lawrence know that he shouldn't feel trapped and he can be as involved or not as involved as he wants.
Condola's a boss. Simple as that. I don't think that she's trying to trap him. I don't think that she even really cares.
Condola ain't right. 2 episodes ago, she was talking about, I don't know if I want to get married or have kids or have a family. And now all of a sudden, you want to have a baby by a man you met 3.5 minutes ago.
She's able to do what she wants to do with her body, and I'm here for it.
I feel bad for Issa because it seems like she was finally getting a win.
I'm not gonna lie and say that I feel bad for her, because I don't. Cheating has consequences. You lost your man for 3 seasons, and when you got him back, he came back with a baby on the way. Like, let this be a lesson.
Molly calls Issa and they meet up.
I've been waiting for this, guys. This is amazing.
She realized I've lost so much and I've got to hold on to something.
Both of them are going through a lot right now, and so they're really going to need each other.
Breakups with friends are difficult. Bringing the relationships and healing from them are even more difficult. They take time. It's not going to happen overnight. But if you would rather have that person in your life, and if that's the person you think about first when you're having a tough time in other relationships, it's worth trying to work through it. Whew, what a season.
This was real adulting. Like, there were really no games. There wasn't too much fun happening in this season. It was really like, these are real life issues that people have to deal with.
I'm here for it. I'm here for the growth. I'm here for the ratchet ass fundraisers to the bomb ass block parties. I'm here for that growth, and I think that's what the most important part of this whole thing is. Of course, I'm still riding with Issa. Come on. Come on.
This season, I am Team Kelly. I mean, who would have thought that there would be a season where Kelly was the most responsible? So kudos to Kelly.
You know what? I'm Team Lawrence. Lawrence is going to need all the help he can get, all the support. I know he's going to be a good dude and provide for that child. Man, I'm praying for this brother right now. This was the REALCAP.
Questions, comments, you know what to do.
Drop them below.
For more videos, go to sipandstir.tv.
And don't forget to subscribe.